Hello guys and welcome back. Today we're gonna be making this portrait manipulation. I believe that this tutorial is gonna be very helpful for those photographers out there, and you can do this with one of your customers' photos and I hope they like it. Well, let's begin. First I'm gonna open the first image that is gonna be the background. Next I'm gonna use the crop tool and I'm gonna crop it with a square and I'm gonna move it all the way to the right. And because I'm using Photoshop and I'm recording at the same time, my computer gets slow with bigger sizes, so I'm gonna lower the resolution of this image to 72. You don't need to do it, you can leave it the way it is. So next I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna blur it with 5 pixels. Gaussian blur 5 pixels and okay. Next I'm gonna bring the woman and I'm gonna put it here. I'm gonna transform it and I'm gonna put size of 37. Next I'm gonna right click it and flip horizontal, and I'm just gonna make the image straight. Something like this, and I'm gonna put this right here and click OK. So now we're gonna be changing the color of the woman to match the background. So first we're gonna change the color balance and we're gonna put it as a clipping mask, and we're gonna put 50 minus 15 and minus 15. On shadows we're gonna put minus 4 and 0, and on highlights minus 9, 0 and minus 25. So now we're gonna add some curves and put it as a clipping mask. We're gonna go to the first point right here and we're gonna move this 1/8 up. And we're gonna go on the last one and we're gonna move it 1/8 down. So it's gonna be something like this. So next we're gonna add some vibrance to all the layers, and we're gonna type minus 11 on saturation. Next we're gonna add some gradient map, and we're gonna change the blend mode to soft light and the opacity around 75, 76, and we're gonna change the colors to, the first color is gonna be 2E781A, and the second one it's gonna be FF7C7C. So now we're gonna insert the last image, that is gonna be the butterfly. This is gonna be optional for you guys if you wanna have the butterfly in the forehead or not, but I'm just gonna do it. So I'm gonna resize this and I'm gonna put it in the forehead, in the middle, and I'm just gonna transform it. So something like this, and we're gonna change the blend mode to pen light. And now we're gonna add some hue and saturation as a clipping mask, and we're gonna choose this colorize option, and we're gonna leave all the numbers as they are. So now we're gonna paint some leaves falling from the tree, and so we're gonna make a new layer, and we're gonna name it leaves. I think that's the way you pronounce it. If that is not the right way, I'm sorry. So we're gonna get the brush tool, and we're gonna select this brush right here that I believe everyone has have this one because it comes with Photoshop. And we're gonna make the size 50 pixels. Then go to the brush settings, and if you don't have this option right here, just go to window, brush, and you're gonna have this. So in brush tip shape, I'm gonna change this to 500. On shape dynamics, I'm gonna change these settings to 100, 50, 100, and 0. And I'm gonna select the scattering option, and right here is gonna be 1002 and 98, and uncheck the rest of the options. So next we're gonna change the color of the brush with B93D1E, and let's paint some leaves. So just paint some leaves like this. Once you have that, let's make another layer, and let's name this leaves 2. Just change the size of the brush to 100 and paint some other leaves just like this. You don't need to like this. Make another layer and name it leaves 3, and change the size of the brush to 300. And with this one, we're gonna make 3-4 leaves, and make sure not to cover the face with the leaves. You can have it on the body or on the side of the face, but not right here on the face. So just paint like this. And something like this. I want one right here. There you go. And I'm just gonna move one. I'm just gonna move this one. I'm gonna move this one here. This one and I'm gonna move this one here, and this one right here, and this one right here. So now that you have this Of course, you're not gonna have the same result as me because of the brush is randomly painting all over the image, but just make sure not to have some of these on the face. And you can move them with the lasso tools, selecting them and then pressing Control, and just move it anywhere you want them. So next, go with lips 3, and we're gonna blur them with 4 pixels. So go to blur, Gaussian blur, and type 4. Click OK. Then go to the next one and do the same, but this time blur it with 3 pixels. And click OK. And last, go with the number 3 layer and we're gonna blur it with 1 pixel. So what we're doing here is making the image look like the camera is focusing in the woman and not on the background. That's why we're making these images a little bit blurry. So next we're gonna merge these together. We're gonna group them together. Select these 3 and Control G to group them. And now we're gonna add some effects to it. So double click it. And the first one is gonna be the gradient overlay. Click here and we're gonna change the blend mode to soft light. The opacity around 50%. The angle is gonna be 44 and the scale 150. So next, click on the drop shadow and we're gonna change this to overlay, opacity around 20%. We're gonna uncheck the global light and we're gonna put 136 on angle. The distance is gonna be 38 and we're gonna click OK. So what we just did was add some shadows to the body. Like you can see, we have leaf shadows on the body, but also we have on the background on the ears, and we don't want that. So we're going to remove those. So what we are gonna do next is let's open the group and let's duplicate this layer. Control J. Let's move this layer out of the group. And here let's disable this to see what we're gonna do next. So disable this and get the eraser tool, and we're gonna delete the ones that are not on the body. So let's delete that. Let's delete this here. I think that's it. So now we're gonna put this fill opacity to 0. Next, click on the layer lift 3 to enable it, and we're gonna get the drop shadow and move it to the lift 3 copy layer. So get the drop shadow and move it here. So that you can see, we don't have no more shadows on the air or on the background, but we have it on the body of the woman. So that looks more realistic. Like you can see there. So next we're gonna add some shadow or some dark right here. So make another layer, name this black, and go with the brush tool and select the color black. Select the soft brush and just paint like this. And we're gonna change the blend mode to soft light and opacity around 20. So now we're gonna make a dodge and burn layer and select the dodge tool, and let's start touching some areas like the eyes and some other light areas. And my computer is getting slow. I cannot see what I'm doing right now. I don't know why. The mouse is acting weird. But you should already know how to use the touch and burn tool, so just do this the way you like it, or don't do it at all. Like right now my computer is getting slow. Sometimes I cannot see the mouse, the brush, so I don't know what I'm doing. But I hope I ain't doing nothing wrong. So I'm just gonna leave it like this on the dash thingy because my computer is acting weird right now. So I'm just gonna go with the burn tool, and I'm just gonna go through it real quick just to darken some areas. I don't want to mess it up because I cannot see anything with where I'm going with the brush. So I'm just gonna paint here to darken those areas. I'm gonna get the dash tool one more time and go over here on the light areas to make it lighter. So something like this, just take your time and make sure you're doing a good work with the touch and burn layer. And once you're done with that, let's make a stamp by clicking Ctrl Shift Alt E. We're gonna make this a little more sharpened. Go to filter, other, high pass, and we're gonna put 5 pixels. Click OK, and we're gonna put the blend mode to soft light and the opacity around 50. So you can leave it like this and you're done, but if you wanna change the color a little bit, let's make another stamp and just go to image, adjustment, variations, and right here you can choose any of these. I chose the more blue option and I just click OK, and like you can see there's a difference between this and this, so either way it looks good. So yeah, we're done with this tutorial, and like I said earlier, this is a good tutorial for photographers. You can use this on one of your customers' photos and they're gonna love it. Yeah, that's all. If you like this video or this tutorial, just hit like, comment if you have any questions, suggestions, or anything. Also, don't forget to share with your Photoshoppers friends, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe for more tutorials, and read the description for more info. Thank you guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.